My finger spelling is very clear when I spell his name. And my message is very clear as to what he had just said in English.
So I just thought, growing up, you boys experience growing pains and problems.
Growing pains, I need to explain better. And aches, however, I think the message or conveying the message of the fact that he had overlooked his pain, I feel like is very clear.
Throughout the day, and the doctors were...
Ooh, I signed struggle instead of hurt, which is not what I meant to say. Same, I signed struggle again instead of hurt. But there I signed hurt correctly. And I explain the pain pretty well. I don't explain the role shifting, who's the other, or I mean, maybe it's the doctor that I role shifted into, but I don't think I was very clear. But I do convey the message pretty well. I signed the wrong thing for getting into bed. And my shoulder shifting into the mom, becoming her character, was a little bit awkward.
So that morning when I woke up the next morning, I couldn't...
Okay, my role shifting there is good. Oh, but there I get a little bit awkward. Yeah, that part of the message I get a little bit awkward as to
I thought maybe they were asleep.
What the mother was saying.
So I reached over, took the blanket, and tried to get out of bed, and I immediately just fell to the floor.
I signed leg instead of showing the classifier for it. And then also, I'm unsure if I signed the right thing for numb. I signed this. I don't know if that is completely correct. But okay. So I just went like that to show that he tried to get out of bed and he fell down, and I think that was good. Along with my facial expressions.
Originally thought, okay, well, this is weird, like, wake up late. So I tried
to... It was a little bit unclear. I was trying to explain that the bottom half of his body felt numb, but it was a little awkward sitting down. I feel like the message wasn't conveyed that clearly. I signed this for I felt nothing. I don't think that is a good sign to use in this context.
No tingling or anything like that. So about a minute of me laying there literally on the floor, I started to get panicked and I got scared. And then these incredibly sharp pains started shooting through my entire body up towards my...
Oh, I signed this. I don't know why I signed that. But I mean, I was good at explaining that as time passed, I have a tendency to put my thumb up, and I had been tracking that to see if I had been doing that, and I just started doing that. I used this for like how bad the pain was, and I think that was good, but I'm not sure if that's grammatically correct. Like shooting pains. Ooh, hurt. I don't know if that's clear, but I mean, I feel like that's pretty good emphasis. But then at the same time, I don't know if that's not formal at all. Hurt.
Saturday morning, like cartoon day. So come help me. No one was listening. It was like a Saturday morning, like cartoon day.
I feel like my facial expressions are good to explain his pain, but I do notice that I'm mouthing words a lot.
My sister thought I was joking, and there was a big debate about me playing around.
I do think I could stray more away from English. My thumb again. But I did a good job. I was crawling. I think that's good, like perspective change in perspective. First sister, I could have just said my sister was like, stop joking, instead of saying first sister. That makes the message not clear. Okay. I think that it conveyed the message correctly. I think that it wasn't the most smooth, but the message did get conveyed pretty clearly. Okay, my finger spelling was good for Escondido.
I ended up at Children's Hospital in San Diego, where I was put in the hospital for about a 2-month period. I went to...
I'm like going like this while I watch the video. That's not... I need to be more aware of what I'm doing, you know?
This weird... they did all these tests and ended up having that I had a bone marrow disease.
I fixed my mistake. I should have, I don't know, I said bone marrow and then spelled bone marrow. So I think I should have just spelled the whole thing instead of saying bone marrow. Ooh, cancer. Is it cancer? And then I think I missed it, but I think I spelled it and then signed it. Let me know if that is, first of all, if I signed cancer correctly, and then I've also heard that you should just always spell cancer instead of signing it like that, so let me know if you agree with that.
It was a really, really hard thing to deal with, especially being a child of like 11 years old, and
Huh? Okay, I think I don't know if I missed it, but I don't think I signed amputation, so that was a little bit confusing, because at first I was like, and then I switched over to only way. The only way, which is English. I can improve on that. Faith? Is that correct? Faith?
so like, no, we're not accept that. We're gonna pray that something is gonna be done, and
Oh, it's just not clear. I meant to sign like this, and it looks like I'm going like that.
family and the church, everyone was just like
I think my shoulder shifting could have been more emphasized there. But I mean, my family and my church got together and prayed. I think that was pretty good.
And I already had seen doctors and nurses and prosthetics.
Oh. I was like, oh, oops. But I should have explained interpreter error. Surgery. I remember one critique that I had is that I go like this for surgery, and I made a conscious effort to go surgery and stop right here, surgery. So good job, Past Sophia. Walking the thumb. I feel like I'm chunking a good amount, and I've noticed that my chunks, they do make sense. Like, I'm able to hold a good amount. Yeah, again, I sign, like, it looks like I'm going like this. I just sign leg. I feel like I need to be more, use my classifier more. I signed work. I think I like really quickly said true biz, but there was no reason to say that. I like this, but I never explained that I was like the blanket. So it's just like, what are you doing? Yeah. No problems. Leg is fine. I could have been more ASL there. Yeah, I'm not going like this for pain. I'm going like this. It's the wrong sign. Yeah, looking back, I should have just gone, and that would have been more ASL and a better explaining instead of said crazy experience, which I mean, that works, yeah. Okay, oh, did not mean for an ad to play. Now we're gonna go on to my simultaneous, you know what I mean, interpretation. My finger spelling is fast and clear. I think the video started before I started signing. And I'm catching up, and it doesn't look frantic, but I'm keeping on the message pretty well, following it pretty well. It also looks very smooth. Yeah, my signing is pretty smooth, and it's making a lot of sense. Experiencing grow, that could have, I need to figure out how to sign growing pains, have that make more sense. And I into bed, that is a little bit more clear, but yeah. Is that correct? Get into bed. I did the same thing where blanket. I just went like that. I didn't explain what was happening. Numb. Yeah, my interpretation is relatively consistent. Ooh, my finger. In my consecutive interpretation, I did a better job explaining that he was on the floor. 1 minute passed by, then 2 minutes, and his legs still felt numb. So I did better in the consecutive interpretation explaining that concept. My interpretation for the family, not hearing him while he was screaming for them is the same. And in my consecutive, I did a better job explaining. Oh, I crawled over, and I struggled over. I did that again, hurt. I don't know if that's correct, but okay. Escondido was pretty good again for my signing, or for my finger spelling. Cancer, I think it's, I don't know, but same question. Cut, it's, I don't know, it's hard cut, I think. I need to be more emphatic on that. It was hard for me to realize that it's pretty English. I could have just shown, like, I was a kid, I was, you know. No, except that was good negation. My family, my church got together, prayed. 2 months finished. Yeah, 2 months finished. Later, 2 months. Amputation, I finally signed it where it was clear and it didn't look like I was going like that. Oh, the nurse, the doctor, impossible. That was good. Walk. Could have said walk. Walk works. Ooh, my facial expressions were good. I stood up. I was fine. That was pretty good. I don't know what happened. That could have been a little bit more clear, but it matched his tone. I don't know what happened. Yeah, crazy experience. Once again, I could have gone. But yeah, that's what I have to say. I think my simultaneous was good. But in my consecutive, I expanded just a bit more.